Monday. You gotta get up. Yeah, you gotta get up. 19 minutes after 7 o'clock. It is Monday, December 15th, 2014. Thank you for tuning in this morning. It is 39 chilly degrees out there. Good morning, Robin.
Good morning.
How you doing?
Good, Larry. How are you?
Good.
Good.
We're back.
Yes,
the parade is now history.
Yeah.
The parade is done. Hopefully you were able to go see it. And if you were listening into the broadcast, hopefully you had a good time listening to us, having no clue until Robin finally took the microphone and then we knew what was going on. Yeah, it's kind of cold out there. It was nice. It was a beautiful day. Beautiful weekend, actually.
It was.
Huh?
Gorgeous.
Just nice all around.
Yeah.
Well, good morning again, Robin. Thank you, everybody, for listening. And let me tell you what we're doing this morning. 7:35. I guess it's too far away. It's 10 days till Christmas. Mm-hmm. Does Hanukkah start tomorrow?
Yes, it does.
So if you're in the Hanukkah spirit, happy Hanukkah.
Yes, happy Hanukkah.
If you're in the Christmas spirit, well, good for you. Merry Christmas.
Yep.
I've been going in and out. If you could chart it, I would see, peaks and valleys.
Yeah.
Of Christmas spirit. You feel the same way?
Yeah, me too. Sometimes it's up and sometimes it's lower.
So I don't mean to take away from the Christmas spirit by talking politics, but we do have something happening today, and we'll talk about it at 7:35 or so.
Okay.
Today begins the military court hearings.
Oh, okay.
Right? Is that am I right? The FBI efforts to infiltrate defense teams will top the agenda when the U.S. military court hearing for suspects in the September 11th, 2001 attacks starts today.
Gosh.
The first such proceeding since a Senate report on CIA torture was released last week. So we'll kind of just talk about that. How do you feel about that? There's a couple of other related articles that I'll share with you. Regarding feelings that the whole report from last week is a betrayal on part of the government. The government agencies have put it together.
Yep.
So we'll do that at 7:35. 8:35. We read the news in brief. We'll tell you what's happening around the world, around the nation, around the state. We'll try to keep up with that hostage situation in Sydney. I'll do my best to get the most recent report on that. Medical reporter Bern Pareso will be here at 9:05, gracing our studios with her beauty and her knowledge. She'll be here
she's
to
so beautiful.
Talk about the health services in Marion County.
Yep, she's vivacious too. Very exciting gal.
Yeah, EJ Simon is coming on at 9:20. EJ,
yes,
is a world traveler, is a food enthusiast.
Exactly.
And is coming on to talk about a book called Death Logs In. Mm-hmm. What we don't know about EJ, unless you know, Robin,
what?
Is EJ a man or a woman?
I don't know.
See, we don't know. I don't want to say he or she because I don't know.
Yep.
Becky Blades at 9:35. Becky is the chair of the Regional Arts Council of Greater Kansas City. Mm-hmm. Do your laundry or you'll die alone.
Yeah, she's a lot of fun.
Is Becky's book.
She's been on before. She's a lot of fun.
Matt Gibbs will be on the air with us. If your battery was having a hard time because of the cold weather, well, Matt kind of let us know that might happen, didn't he? Matt will answer all of your car questions on auto repair with personal care at 10:05. Matt, of course, is the owner of Sunrise Automotive. Todd M. Feedy is coming on at 10:35. Thank you for the pronunciation guide, Robin.
You're welcome.
Todd is a best-selling murder mystery thriller author. What would you do with an extra hour a day?
Yeah.
What would you do with an extra hour? Anyway.
I know. It's like we've got everything jam-packed.
Oh, I see why. I see why, because he's got a book called Time Killer. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
I got it. Okay, now I get it. 11:05. I'm going to try to squeeze in. I had this kind of set aside the other day for when I had a moment, and this morning, I hope I can do this at 11:05. Christmas from the 60s. I did Christmas from the 50s last week.
Yes.
Christmas from the 60s this week, and we only got 10 minutes to do it, so maybe we'll do that or something else.
Okay.
11:20. Hector Hoyos is the inventor of HBox. How to protect yourself when shopping online for the holidays.
Yes.
Oh, and I got a computer story to share with you, by the way.
Oh,
my
cool.
Fun with Joe. It's sitcoms and second verses. That's the game today.
Oh, okay.
Sitcoms and second verses. I'll either tell you the title of an episode that was a Christmas-related episode on a popular sitcom.
Okay.
And then you simply tell me the sitcom. Some of them are very, very obvious. Mm-hmm. Or I'll tell you the first line or two from the second verse of a Christmas song.
Oh, okay.
and then you tell me the song. A lot of us know the first verses and don't know the second verses.
Yes, exactly. This is going to be interesting. It always is. It's
Yeah.
fascinating, fun stuff.
And then when Galen is on, Galen Unold and Tom Davis were kind enough to allow us to broadcast the parade from the Life South building on the Boulevard on Saturday. So it was a lot of fun. They were both there. And, of course, they both took the microphone and were able to speak. And Galen's talents on the air shined as he took the microphone. You could obviously tell he knew what he was doing. And so I have, for Galen, according to selfgrowth.com, this is the self-help site,
Okay.
topics that anybody can talk about. So I'm going to tell him a topic and just get him to say, because he's so good at it, I'm just going to try to rapid fire. Okay, change topics. Here's the new one.
Okay, excellent.
So some topics, and you can do it too, Robin, because you're pretty good at this too.
Yeah, but this will be fun because we watched Galen in action Saturday.
Should be a lot of fun. And then I guess that's the whole morning. I wanted to tell you something, and I know you posted it on Facebook, Robin. We did we played music at a nursing home on Friday.
Yes.
And I want to tell this story real quick about the man. I won't say his name, nor will I say the nursing home he's in.
No.
But the last time we played this particular place was 2 months ago. And there's a man who always would come down and listen to us perform, and he is like an amazing guy. He's like an expert at chess, very smart, very articulate, and anyway, 2 months ago when we were there, he said his doctor only gave him a few weeks to live. In fact, I think he said a few days to live, didn't he?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
at that time, because his kidneys were like at 7%. And so I said to Robin, wow, this might be the last time we see him. How sad is this? And the reality is that when we play nursing homes, we always know that these folks who we're singing for may very well not be there the next time we come around.
Yeah.
This guy was not wheelchair bound, was not looking sick at all. And in fact, I thought he was kidding when he first said it, but he was dead serious. So when we went on Friday, which was 2 months after the last time we had seen him, we both looked around, didn't see him, and thought, oh gosh, I guess he's gone. We'll have to ask. But he wasn't gone.
No.
Not
thank
only was he
God.
not gone, but he was looking really good,
Yes.
and he had a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Now, that's cute in and of itself, isn't it? Some guy's got to be 90.
I would think so.
The
Yeah.
girlfriend looked maybe 70. So
Yeah.
stealing the cradle, whatever they say.
There you go.
But I guess when you get that age, it doesn't matter. Anyway, no, she was maybe more like 75 or 80.
Yeah.
I guess. But anyway,
She wasn't jailbait.
But the point is, they were holding hands, and I guess this. It's a cliche, but when you have something to live for or someone to live for, you know how they say this. You know how they say people die from loneliness.
Yes.
Well, he's living from happiness.
Yes, he is.
I really think so. I mean, we asked about him later on, and the lady who would know said he's still very close to dying because he's only got 7% of his kidneys working. But look at him. I mean, he's just the last days of his life, probably.
Exactly.
And he's just, and we've been going there for a couple of years now, more than a couple of years.
Yes.
And I've never seen him with a lady, so
No.
it's kind of nice. God works in wonderful ways, doesn't he?
Yeah, a lot to be said with companionship.
All right, I think the phone rang and I answered it and I forgot to say hello. Good morning, you're on the air.
Good morning. How are you?
Hey, good.
Hey, did you hear who won the best float in the parade?
No, did you?
No. I mean, usually they post it in the paper.
No, I didn't. In fact, I forgot to look, to be honest with you.
Yeah, me too.
We'll look it up.
I'm going to assume it was the one with the looked like a circus train with all the kids dancing on it.
Oh, that's the one you picked.
gymnastics
Is that the one
one,
you
yeah.
picked? Yeah. I don't know, but it was a wonderful parade. And thank you, Linda, for, well, I don't know if you were with Hugh, but Hugh came up to the window with his little transistor radio.
Yeah, he did. He's great. He's such
No,
fun.
I was following that circus, the dance studio or what, gymnastic kids. I was in the Humane Society float.
Oh, you were in,
Oh,
really?
you were in the parade.
See, I didn't even know.
Yay.
Didn't even know.
But that was a hard act to follow.
Yeah. Yeah, right. It was, yeah.
I mean, we have dancing dogs, but
Yeah, right.
we didn't twirl.
That's all right. Everybody did wonderful. It's just a wonderful parade, and yeah, okay. I didn't realize that you were even in there. So many people passed us by, and I couldn't. It's hard to see everybody.
I waved and waved to you, but your windows were dark, and I didn't know if you could see, where you were at.
Yeah. Well, we had to have it dark in there, otherwise we couldn't see out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. Thank you, Linda.
I could see some shadows, but I was at the staging ground, and boy, was that a whole different view of it to see it set up, and the people excited to get the the kids, and that was cool.
Yeah, it's one of Ocala's great moments. Yeah, thank you very much. By the way, I thought such a sweet gesture was done by the Friends of the Christmas Parade to dedicate the parade to Phyllis Ham.
Yes. Thank you.
I didn't know they were going to do that, and when I saw the last float, I guess the Santa Claus float, it said that. All right, we'll be right back.
Fox News Radio, I'm Steve Rappaport. A gunman holding several hostages at a cafe in Sydney, Australia.
A man with a pump-action shotgun, wearing a backpack, walked into the place and took at least 13, maybe 15 people hostage. Hostages have been seen at the window playing the role of a human shield, also holding a flag with an Islamic declaration of faith on it.
Fox's Greg Palcott, at least 5 hostages escaped.
Police negotiators have had contact, and we will work through this as we do with our negotiators.
New South Wales Deputy Police Commissioner Catherine Byrne. More rain coming down in California.
The good news, that system shouldn't bring as much damage and should continue to help with the drought. At the same time, a number of homeowners are still recovering from dangerous mudslides. This was the second big storm California has seen in the last 2 weeks. Both have accounted for almost all the rainfall in Southern California since July, about 4 inches.
Fox's Will Carr. Fox News. We report, you decide.
Fox News Early Prime, breaking down business news and its impact on your bottom line. Your World with Neil Cavuto.
That's how I do business. That's why I am business.
Bold positions and brash opinions on the topics America is buzzing about. The Five.
How do you think this will set in with the American people?
This will be the pulse of the nation.
Washington insight and political know-how from the best in the Beltway. Special report with Brett Baer.
The epicenter of the political world is here.
The #1 place for fair and balanced coverage. Fox News Channel.
What's wrong with working hard to make our lives and our kids' lives better? Nothing. At Fox Business, we don't have a problem with success. We have a very big problem with those who get in the way of it. We don't come out of the box bashing those who make money, just the politicians stealing it and the bureaucracies wasting it. We're not just sitting behind a desk. We're out in the field, on the floor, with the folks. Because when a story moves forward, so do we.
Fox Business, the power to prosper. Check your local listings.
Hi, Matt Wilkerson here, your mobile Verizon rep. But not just here, I'll deliver the phone to you in your home. While I'm there, I'll only sell you what you need and I'll personalize it to you. Want to have me get you connected? Then call me at 352-528-0020. I even offer unlimited home phone service for just $20 per month. Just call me, your mobile Verizon rep, at 352-528-0020.
Let's face it, nowadays it can be hard to find American-made products, and that's something that Cabinet Sales of North Florida is well aware of. That's why they're an authorized dealer of Wellborn Cabinetry, family-owned and American-made since 1961. Cabinet Sales of North Florida is your answer for complete turnkey kitchen remodels and whole house cabinetry. Their cabinets are finished with solvent-based enamels for a long-lasting finish that's second to none. Available in an incredible selection of door styles and colors to choose from to turn your dream kitchen into a reality. In-house design and drawing services are available. Come by and see our displays for yourself at the Floors of the Villages, 3935 County Road 216 in Oxford, or Exquisite Design Kitchen and Bath in Bellevue, right across the street from the Bellevue Library. So whether you're looking for bookcases, kitchen, bath, or outdoor kitchen, Cabinet Sales of North Florida is your one-stop source of quality cabinets. For a free estimate, call 352-427-2647. That's 352-427-2647. Cabinet Sales of North Florida.
Hi, Danny Werfel here. Get moving with Florida Credit Union's fast and easy loan approval process.
Let Florida Credit Union start up a new car loan for you today. No more waiting, hassles, or stop signs. You can even apply online. With a strong financial team behind you, you can enjoy great rates and fast approvals.
It's all about personalized service and a streamlined process.
Florida Credit Union, connecting your money to your life.
News Talk 1370, WOCA invites you to discover your full business potential. News Talk Radio is the perfect environment for your advertising. WOCA's News Talk format pinpoints information-hungry, better educated, high-income adults, so use us to talk to them. Call 732-8000. 732-8000. We're Ocala News Talk Radio. News Talk 1370 WOCA.
Hey, I'm Gary.
And I'm Eric. Did you know that Red Eye Radio is on WOCA The Source every night from 2 to 6 a.m. and it's live?
That's right. No tape shows here.
We know that the news doesn't sleep.
And neither do we. So we're here with you live from 2 till 6 a.m. every weekday. Call us 866-90-RED-EYE. So join me, Gary McNamara.
And me, Eric Harley, every weeknight to discuss the latest in news and entertainment.
Right here on WOCA The Source.
All right, thank you. 25 minutes before 8 o'clock. It's foggy out there. Was it foggy on your way in, Robin?
Oh, it was terribly foggy. You couldn't see in front of you at all. It was awful.
So I am assuming that at least in some parts of our listening areas, it's probably really thick. So be careful out there, especially if you're on the interstate where speeds are higher. You know, it's always rough. It's cool right now, 39 degrees. I guess we'll pass the 40 mark, and warmer temperatures coming in. So this is good. It stayed cool enough for the parade. Mm-hmm. You know, made it Christmassy kind of feeling, I guess, because of the coolness. Mm-hmm. Now it gets warm, okay, and then just by Christmas it'll be cool again.
Yep.
Right?
That's right.
I think 46 degrees is the expected low next Monday.
Mm-hmm. Next Thursday is Christmas Day, right?
Next Thursday is.
Yeah.
Yeah, a week from Thursday. Yeah, but I don't have my forecast going that far. I only go as far as next Monday, a week from today. I don't know. Oh, by the way, before we do the serious stuff, there was a song posted online. I guess it's got a viral element to it. This is there are interns at NASA.
Okay.
And they took the song All About the Bass.
Okay.
And they changed it to All About That Space.
Oh, wow.
As in outer space. So let me show you a little bit of it.
Because you know I'm all about that space travel. I'm all about that space travel. I'm all about that space travel. I'm all about that space. Yeah, it's pretty clear, I ain't commercial crew, but I can launch it like I'm supposed to do. Cause I got that boom that all the astros chase, all the space flight to all the right places. I see Orion crew working that ship non-stop. You know we're going far, now put that ass on top. If you got boosters, just raise them up. Cause every spacecraft needs propulsion from the bottom to the top. Hey, they're working so hard, don't you love these NASA guys? They will take us so far, the first time that Orion flies. You know we're traveling to deep destinations for too long. So if that's what you're into, then join in and ride along. Because you know I'm all about that space
There you go.
travel.
The NASA interns singing.
Space travel.
And they released a video with it too. They're kind of being silly. They're dancing in the.
They sound like her, just like her. It's amazing.
Sort of kind of do, yeah.
Yeah.
And what's fun? What's fun is to watch them dancing.
Mm-hmm.
And
Bet they're cute.
And they're so young, Rob. The older we get, the more adults look like kids to me.
Yeah.
The older we get.
But to be an intern over there at NASA, they have to be brilliant.
You would assume
They have
so.
to be. I mean, they have to know their science and chemistry and all that.
So I wonder. There's no indication of how many interns actually are in there. But anyway, just thought I would share that with you since I downloaded it just for that purpose and forgot to do it before the bottom. I was going to do it before the bottom, but.
Well, I'm glad you did.
Well, anyway, so before the bottom, when Linda called up, she reminded me of something I wanted to say also about the parade. Mm-hmm. Is that Phyllis Hem, who was a leader in our community and passed away this past year.
Yeah.
And I don't really have enough information in front of me to tell you all the things that she was responsible for and contributed to. But I know that there were many.
Yeah.
And I know that she was a lovely lady. You knew her a long time ago.
Yeah. Yeah, she was wonderful. Absolutely. One of the huge movers in our community.
And greatly responsible for some of the things with the Christmas parade.
Yep.
Maybe even most of the things with the Christmas parade early on, anyway.
Oh, she was, yeah. She was the moving.
Although the parade is 59 years old, so maybe it's more fair to say in recent years. But anyway, so it was nice to see at the end of the parade, which I didn't expect. I didn't see it coming. On the float where Santa Claus was, correct?
Yes.
They had this sign, the parade dedicated to the memory of Phyllis Ham. So.
Yeah, she was wonderful. The Chamber had a lot of fundraising events. One of their hugest annual events that they did hold every year was the Chamber of Marion County Fish Fry. And when I worked at Six Gun, they would come to Six Gun territory after hours, and she would just shuck it up with the gunfighters. They gave her her own personal cowboy hat. Showed her how to use the six guns. She was just so amazing. Phyllis was so involved in community in every aspect, and the Chamber of Commerce really thrived under her and her ideas.
There you go. Thank you for adding more. Well, and that was just nice to see that on there.
Mm-hmm. It was very moving.
As always, whoever is responsible for that, thank you. You guys do, and ladies, obviously. I think it's ladies first in this case. Ladies and gentlemen, you do a really outstanding job, and it's fun to do it as a broadcast. And it was really nice to be indoors, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was nice. We had heat. We had bathroom, snacks. Thank you to Brad Brosma from Ocala Aviation and his wife. They brought a lot of snacks, and thank you, Larry, for bringing all the cold drinks. And it was really a nice time. Fun.
My brother Tom also showed up, and if I could just say something about my brother Tom, he just went through surgery like a week ago.
Yeah.
I mean, head surgery.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you this, not really for any other reason other than to remind you that if you fall and you hit your head, you got to have it checked out like right away. My brother is okay, thank goodness, but he might not be here had things been worse. I'll tell you real quickly. I hope he doesn't get embarrassed with this, but he fell. I think back in October, they said, and hit his head. And they stitched up where it broke, and I think it broke on his forehead, where it opened up.
Yeah.
And, they didn't think any more of it. Well, then he started, I guess, the way my nephew was talking, he started repeating himself a lot, and almost appearing to be the early stages of dementia. Well, long story short, they went to the hospital and had some scan done. So one of the doctors was sharp enough to say, there's something going on here, let's look. And sure enough, he had some bleeding on the brain that had probably been since October, but it was small enough that it was just building up slowly. But, eventually it would have killed him.
Yes.
So they literally drilled 2 small holes, the way I understand it, into his skull.
Yeah.
Drained the excess blood from the space between your brain and your skull, which is unbelievable that they do this.
It is unbelievable.
And then, of course, shaved his head, so I saw him totally bald-headed.
He looks good with his head shaved.
But anyway, and many of you have heard Tom calling in and offering his commentary. In fact, Tom hosted this show for a short period of time.
Yeah, about a month, I guess.
And so anyway, so he came in and he contributed to the parade broadcast, sat with Galen Unell, as a matter of fact, and Brad Burisma, and who was the fourth person? Tom Davis.
Yes,
so the 4 of them were broadcasting at one point.
Yep.
So anyway, so thank you to everybody, especially to Tom Davis and Galen Unell for allowing us to use the Life South building.
Oh yeah, that was really wonderful. Tom gave us this whole evening, and thank you so much.
All right, let's talk about the thing that affects all of us. The FBI efforts to infiltrate defense teams will be the top of the agenda when the U.S. military court hearing for suspects in the September 11th, 2001 attacks starts today. The first such proceeding since the Senate report on CIA torture was released last week. That is the first paragraph from a story issued by Reuters. There's another story. I just want to go to that one, and then I'll come back to this one. And this one is issued by... Oh gosh, it's cut off. I think it's the Associated Press. Jose Rodriguez, former head of the CIA Counterterrorism Center and National Clandestine Service, Is that how you say it? Clandestine? How do you say that word, Robin?
I say it clandestine.
Said yesterday that Representative Nancy Pelosi and other members of the intelligence committees of both houses were aware of all the enhanced interrogation techniques that the agency was conducting on terrorism suspects. Rodriguez disputed charges in the recently released Senate Intelligence Committee report that he withheld information on any of the techniques from elected officials in Congress or the White House. Rodriguez told Fox News that he clearly remembers briefing Pelosi in September of 2002 about the techniques used on Abu Zubaydah, whatever. He said he briefed then House Intelligence Committee Chairman Porter Goss and Senate Intelligence Committee Chairman Jay Rockefeller. So he's saying that this is not news to them. They are not being genuine when they say they're surprised by these findings. Despite her recent denials, Pelosi knew about the techniques, he said. She never objected to the techniques at all. Rockefeller actually told him to go after more suspects with more techniques, he said. Rodriguez was the person in charge of implementing the program. All right, we got to take a little break. I'm sorry, I talked over the break. All right, we'll take a little break and go to weather, and then we'll be right back with more of that, and take your calls as well. We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. A beautiful day today with lots of sunshine. The afternoon high 69 to 73. And clear tonight with lows ranging from the upper 30s in a few inland spots to the mid 40s along the coast. Tomorrow, pleasant day with plenty of sunshine, the high 70 to 74. Wednesday, partly sunny, high 69 to 73. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean, I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need
too.
my seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line and a new spoiler and a new trunk.
We can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too, huh?
Well, as a matter of fact, join me every Monday at 10 for auto repair with personal care here on The Source.
Of course you do.
Hi, this is Joe and Patsy Martone.
Wishing you a Merry Christmas
and a Happy New Year.
From
WOCA, The Source.
On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a partridge in a pear tree.
On the second day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree.
On the third day of Christmas, my true love gave to me
3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree.
On the fourth day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 4 calling birds,
3 French hens,
2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree.
On the 5th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me
5 golden rings, 4 calling birds,
3 French hens,
2 turtle doves,
and a partridge in a pear tree.
What's a partridge and what's a pear tree? Well, I don't know, so please don't ask me. But I can bet those are terrible gifts to get.
All right,
I love that montage you made.
this time of year you get to play that stuff. So does the 12 days of Christmas start 12 days before? Like, is Christmas Day the 12th day? Or is Christmas Day the first day?
Oh, I've always understood it was 12 before, but
12 before.
That's
so
what
then
I-
today would
I
be the second day or something like that. 'cause-
yeah.
See,
That's
we're
what
jealous of
I always
Hanukkah. We're
understood.
jealous of Hanukkah. Hanukkah
Yeah.
has 8. We say, no, we got 12.
That's right.
You got it. Well, no, we got 12. No, I know. There's some
Yeah.
significant symbolic meanings to all that stuff. But anyway, all right, back. I'm sorry. I'm partially affected by the Christmas spirit. I'm sorry. All right, so the hearing starts today. The 2-day pretrial hearing at the U.S. prison at Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, will focus on the extent of Federal Bureau of Investigation intrusion into defense teams, according to the docket on the Pentagon website. Judge James Pohl, an Army colonel, ruled in July that no conflict of interest arose for defense attorneys from the FBI approaching a security officer for a defense team. The allegations surfaced in April, further delaying a complex, slow-moving case. Lawyers for accused September 11th mastermind Khalid Sheikh Mohammed and 4 other suspects want poll to determine the extent of FBI contact with defense team members. Otherwise, we can't dispel the idea that we're being watched, which chills the ability to conduct a defense, said David Nevin, the lead counsel for Mohammed. The Defense Department website shows a flurry of secret filings in recent days, including from a special Justice Department team appointed to investigate the FBI's role. Mohammed and fellow September 11th suspect Ramzi bin al-Shib were among prisoners who underwent torture by the Central Intelligence Agency, according to the report from the Senate Intelligence Committee released last Tuesday. The one that you now hear accusations that the whole thing is bogus.
Mm-hmm.
The report on the CIA interrogation program implemented after the September 11th attacks said Mohammed was subjected to waterboarding or simulated drowning, rectal hydration, and sleep deprivation. Nevin and James Connell III, a lawyer for accused September 11th plotter Ali Abdul Aziz Ali, said the Senate report was unlikely to be raised at the Guantanamo Bay hearing. Unlikely to be raised. It certainly will not be the central focus, Connell said. He added that the report showed alleged mistreatment not only of defendants, but of a potential witness, Majid Khan, an aide to Mohammed. He said prosecutors needed to turn material on treatment of defendants and witnesses over to defense attorneys. Lieutenant Colonel Miles Kaggans III, a Pentagon spokesman on military commissions, did not immediately respond to a request for comment. This is all from the Reuters news agency, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
The 2001 attacks using hijacked airliners killed, as you know, almost 3,000 people in New York, Washington, and Pennsylvania. The defendants face possible death penalties. So somebody posted a photo, and you pointed it out to me, Robin. In fact, it was one of our authors who we've interviewed, posted a photo of the, I think they determined it was one of the cooks from the Windows on the World restaurant on top of the World Trade Center building, falling head first. Do you remember that photo?
Yes.
And said, this is why I don't care, this is why I don't care about the interrogation techniques. This was torture to do this to these people, crashing planes into their building.
Exactly.
In the story from the Associated Press, talking about how ex-CIA interrogation chief is warning of betrayal by Nancy Pelosi and others, he says there is full written record of what's on those tapes. The tapes that show evidence that they already knew what was going on, that this report is nothing new. He destroyed them to protect the agents whose faces can be seen on them in case they were ever leaked, he said.
Mm-hmm.
Also, he said he feared that if they were ever leaked, the clandestine program would be in jeopardy because members of the media would equate the legal activity shown on them with the Abu Ghraib case that Rodriguez said was conducted by psychopaths.
Gee.
The report throws the CIA under the bus, he said. I am just shocked that the United States of America would betray its liaison counterparts who actually stepped up to the plate to help us after 9/11.
Mm-hmm.
So the CIA may be more timid in the future if agents felt the authority given to them by the president won't survive past the next election. It's an interesting thing, isn't it? I mean, my first feeling when I first heard about this was that they were using interrogation techniques that were probably harsh, but I don't know. But then when I read what they did the next day, I thought, well, gosh, I changed my mind about it. Now you're hearing those who are into this say, no, they made up these lies. And then on this report, it sounds like they're saying, no. Some of us were misbehaving, others of us weren't. It's bad to throw us all under the bus. Isn't that the way it sounds to you?
Exactly. Exactly.
So, well, today they're looking at part of this. So this is interesting that this goes back to 911 2001.
Yeah.
So
yeah, very interesting. And they've got to protect our country, and that's the way they do it. And like you said about the photograph, I mean, my gosh, they killed all those lives. Why should they be treated with a slap on the wrist and say, "Oh, we're not going to do anything"?
Well, but at the same time, when we're in war and our guys get captured, as John McCain pointed out,
Yeah.
you don't want our guys to be subjected to those things.
No, but
So-
they are. I mean, we'll never know, but
but we're supposed to have some kind of an agreement with our enemies, which is weird. Yeah, I know. And we are better than that. I have mixed feelings about it so far. But you know why? Because I don't know all the details. You're getting it's like, a couple of kids that were in a fight, and 10 of them are telling you what happened, and you're not sure what happened.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the phone. Good morning. You're on the air.
Hey, good morning, Larry and Robin. It's Mark, the former Marine.
Hey, Mark.
Hey, guys. I just could I ask you who attacked us on 9/11? Was that Osama bin Laden? Would we all three agree on that?
Well, that's what they say. They say he was in charge.
Well, I mean, so my point is, when it comes to torture, if we know who attacked us, then why do we need to interrogate people? And most of the people interrogated, interrogation may be justified, Larry, but torture of just people from a battlefield is something else. And I would also ask you, Larry and Robin, can you tell me what exigent circumstances refers to? Exigent.
I don't know.
I don't know that word.
I don't know. Let me tell you something.
May I just answer the question? I'm not calling to argue with you guys. Just throwing out some general concepts.
No, I agree with you, Mark. I'm not arguing with you.
Thank you. So the law and justice on the battlefield applies to Americans. We can't expect Americans to do the right thing if we don't lead by example. And exigent circumstances are what I was trying to get to last week, Larry, which are emergency circumstances. Battlefield intelligence, you may grab somebody out of the line of fire, drag them around the corner, and beat the heck out of them until they tell you, hey, where's the rest of your people? That is considered an exigent, an immediate emergency circumstance.
Okay.
But to just arbitrarily, consistently torture people in a poorly ran prison really make the world's largest superpower not look strong and make us look weak.
No, I don't disagree. Let me say something. I know you have a lot to say, but let me just say this. I enter every debate with the idea that I might be wrong. I listen to what other people say to me to hear what has to be said, and then I say, oh my gosh, they're really wrong, or oh my gosh, I'm really wrong. When we had this debate, you and I think it was a week ago today, I think it was Monday, I'm not sure, you made sense. And of course, there was no time on the air to express that, but I did the next day. I don't know if you heard me, but I did express that.
I heard you, Larry, and I'm proud of you for that.
Well, I'm not looking for pride. I'm just saying that that's the whole nature of debate for me. I enter every debate that way. So while today I might disagree with you, tomorrow I might have thought of it in the meantime. I do this with Galen all the time. I don't know how many people's minds I change, but a lot of people change my mind. And you're right. You're right. We shouldn't be torturing people. So I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, I just and you don't have to apologize. I'm just saying that I would just remind the listeners that Iraq really isn't considered a superpower militarily. I mean, the military was destroyed in Desert Storm, and they really didn't have much to stand on. The point is, I could see if we were attacking another first-class country in the world where you had some isolated, high-level interrogations, which may lead to unfortunate torturing of people. But it wasn't a first-class power, and I'm not picking at Robin, but for what happened on 9/11, I totally agree with it. It seemed to be innocent to most Americans, and an unfortunate thing that upset us all. But torture cannot be acted upon as a punishment. Torture is not punishment, even though it is a punishment. It's inappropriate. Now, war is a separate subject, but when you capture just enemy combatants, primarily most of the people we shot at in Iraq, if you watch the news, were Iraqi soldiers that had lost their job and then joined in loose coalitions to shoot back at Americans. So,
yeah, no, I'm not going to argue with that. I know it's a mess. What I think is a real shame. What I think is a real shame is that we don't get information correctly I don't know if we ever did, but it seems like once upon a time we did. Now we get this very, very jaded and slanted journalism that just drives me up the wall because it's really manipulating us.
I would agree. I would ask, and I have not read it, but if people really do care, they should read the declassified report. And to throw poor Nancy Pelosi's name in there, every congressman, for most Americans, has a top secret clearance or higher. Once you go to Congress, matter of fact, if it looks like you're going to win, they start doing your background investigation on you immediately. And to say, not to put words in you guys' mouth, but to say that the president wouldn't be an American. I mean, at age 19, I had a secret clearance, not a top secret, but a secret clearance to guard U.S. embassies. And that's back in the 70s. So, everybody's an American. Everybody knew to some degree of what was going on. And all of our congressmen have at least top secret clearances, and some have higher. The point is, when you capture people in the battlefield and you torture them just arbitrarily, remember your soldiers will be tortured, and that doesn't seem very Christian.
Thank you, Mark. No, it sure does not, and I don't disagree. I'm out of time, Mark. Thank you so much. I do appreciate the call.
From the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Pat O'Neill. An ongoing hostage situation in Sydney, Australia. Police negotiating with a gunman holding an unknown number of people in a cafe. Earlier, 5 hostages escaped.
What's going to happen next? It's got me scared. We can't go home. We're stuck in the city. It's scary business.
2 people could be seen inside holding up a flag showing an Islamic faith declaration often used by extremists. Today, the deadline to enroll in the government insurance plan for next year.
We had a bumpy rollout. The website wasn't working. It's working flawlessly now.
President Obama calling in the ESPN Radio's The Herd with Colin Cowherd, part of a series of radio show call-ins to encourage young Americans to get coverage by today's deadline.
Fox Radio's Jared Halpern. The charity for Boston Marathon bombing victims will stop taking online donations today. One Fund Boston's distributed nearly $80 million to families of the 3 people killed and more than 260 hurt. Fox News. We report, you decide.
Fox News on your time. The Fox News iPad app is ready to go with all the great features from FoxNews.com and our iPhone app optimized specifically for your iPad. Watch the latest clips from your favorite Fox News shows. Personalize the app by creating your own newscast using the video playlist. Listen to Fox News Radio live. Get local weather forecasts. And it's all free. Go to foxnews2go.mobi. That's foxnews2go.mobi.
Some people would call him a loser. He ran for state office. He was beaten. He started a business. He failed. He ran for Congress. He lost. He was nominated for vice president. He lost again. But he knew only those who never tried are the real losers. And Abraham Lincoln was no loser. Persistence. Pass it on. From the Foundation for a Better Life at values.com.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
Yes, it's that time of year again. Christmas Days at WOCA, and we are in the spirit of giving. What you need to do to win is call us when we ask you to, and we'll put your name in the drawing. Remember, you can only put your name in once. You may win a certificate from Pac Mail, or one from Ocala Utilities, or one from Downtown Jewelry and Pawn of Bellevue, or Dance Alive, or... So listen and put your name in, and listen to win on WOCA, The Source.
Whether you're building it up or knocking it down, get it done, rent it now. Sunbelt Rentals is here to make your job a little easier. Our knowledgeable staff will help you find the right equipment for any job, big or small. Did you know that Sunbelt Rentals carries heaters, air conditioners, generators, lighting, traffic control, and so much more? So whether you're building it up or knocking it down, we've got the equipment you need. Get it done, rent it now. And right now, for a limited time, you can have it for less. Just by mentioning this ad, if you rent it Friday afternoon, you can keep it the whole weekend and only pay for one day. But this is a limited time offer, so stop into Sunbelt Rentals today, Northwest 27th, just a quarter mile east of I-75. For more information, just give us a call, 352-369-9101. 352-369-9101. Sunbelt Rentals. Get it done, rent it now. 352-369-9101.
Hey, it's Christy with Ocala Mac and PC Repair and Ocala Guest Wi-Fi to let you know we have you covered. We are the only local certified Apple and Microsoft computer company in Ocala. We are family owned and operated. From mobile repair to wireless networks, viruses, new systems, or security cameras, we do it all. Check us out online, ocalamacpc.com, or give us a call, 352-566-8324.
Tell them Nick, Madison, or Mason sent you and get free diagnostics.